Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, What the Beck. Today, I'm doing something I should have done a while ago, but I was just too scared to do it. And that is putting my website on an actual website and not just a platform. So yes, I have decided that I'm moving all my stuff off of Depop onto Shopify. And this is like a big boy business decision on my end, and I think that's part of why I was a little bit too scared to make it. But yeah, basically I decided I don't like getting double fees on my products. It's one of the reasons that people left Etsy and I never started selling on Etsy, was because there's a lot of fees. And if you don't know, Depop is actually like a decluttering closet app. So you're supposed to take clothes that you already have and resell them. But because I'm making new clothes, it's not really like an artist marketplace. It's not like the best place for me. And I also kind of wanted to like make my store a bit more professional and have kind of like standardized listings and all that. So yes, it's a little bit nerve-wracking because I have to take all of my stock and put it onto a new website. Luckily, a lot of these items are already like taken pictures of and there's listings, and I kind of just have to copy them over. Shopify does have a feature where if you were selling on like Etsy or somewhere, it can copy them over, but because I haven't been refilling my Depop as stuff sells, it's not really, there's not like enough on there that's worth like porting over. So yes, this is just gonna be a little vlog of me moving stuff over, and a little reminder that if you need a gift for somebody for upcoming holidays, birthdays, or you know, just a little treat for yourself, I have many items and they're gonna be on my website, which should hopefully be out by the time this video goes up. Maybe not all of my stock will be on it, but I will make it live by the time this comes out. So yeah, let's go ahead and move stuff over. I cannot make this stuff up. Literally, as soon as I stopped filming that clip, someone messaged me and was like, can I order a custom cardigan? And I was like, okay, well, I had to reply to them. But now we're gonna put stuff online. So to start, I just finished up my Pride events. If you don't know, the county I live in has Pride in October as well as June, so we can continue having Pride all year long. And I did sell a decent amount of stuff, but as you can see, I still have a large amount of items, and I'm basically just, I decided to like take all of it out of my storage closet, and as I list things in a certain category, I'm gonna put them back in here. So as you can see, this is the cardigan category. I already have these two listed, and I set up one of my garment racks here that I usually use at shows, and these are all the unlisted ones. So I'm just gonna look on the rack and either take new pictures or port over the other pictures I already took on Depop. Some of these don't have pictures, like this one, which you may have seen in a whip finishing vlog. It doesn't actually have pictures, so I'll need to do that one, like go outside, take a picture of it, and then upload it. But once it is fully uploaded on the website, I'm just going to take it and then put it back in that bin over there. And yes, that's the plan. And he is not helping at all, except for maybe moral support and a little bit of biting. Yeah? Look at his little shrimp tail. Beep beep. Okay, so I tried to like set it up on my iPad so I can film with my computer. Not my computer, my phone, which is what I'm filming on right now. And apparently Depop only exists on mobile, like for a phone. So I get to deal with this teeny tiny screen no matter which way I slice it. But this will be helpful because I can then take the listings here. Basically, let's see, which cardigan shall I do next? I do have like a little custom version here, which I will eventually add, but I want to focus on getting the stock I already have on the new website so that, you know, I can put them back in the closet and not have them all on my couch. So let's start with this one right here. Basically what I'm doing is pulling up the listing, and then I just hold down on it, save all images, and allow it to see my camera roll, I guess. And then I can go into my Shopify app. I have to log in apparently, and then I just have to go to products, and as you can see, I only have a few on there right now, but I do have the, where is that? I'm still not used to using this. I want to hit more, and then yeah, so you can see I have 3 things listed right now. So 2 cardigans and my scrunchies, which by the way, that took so long to update, but it actually helped me see which scrunchies people like to order, so I know to like restock those colors. But yeah, there's some scrunchies, and let's see, up at the top here we have a plus button, so I'm gonna just add my pictures here. I guess I gotta allow access to my computer, or not computer, my camera, my apps, camera roll, and then these are the pictures I want, and add, and then I just go through, and once they load, I'm gonna hit done. For now, I think I'm going to just save them as a draft. Oh, I have to do a title. I'm gonna call this one Black and White Cardigan, because that's what it is. I'm not gonna fully update it just yet. I think what I'm gonna do is save it as a draft, and then put that, you know, I'm gonna do like all the similar things first so that I can copy the description and know that it's like all listed as the same price. So I'm gonna do that. So when I'm like doing the descriptions, I'm trying to think, because like, I'll be honest, I don't love being like, oh, this item will change your life, because when it comes down to it, people know what they want already, and I kind of don't want to be like convincing people to buy something. I want them to see something that speaks to them and then be like, I would like to have that. So I'm not trying to be like, oh, this cardigan is so comfortable and it's so fluffy and blah, blah, blah. I'm just trying to be like, this is the size, this is what it's made of. But one thing that I am adding now, as opposed to when I was listing on Depop, is like the washing instructions, because I do a lot of like one-off or like unique items. Like I don't make like 12 of the same thing unless it's like really simple and pretty small. So I'm trying to put like, okay, this is easy care acrylic and you can wash and dry it in your home appliance. And then that way, when I eventually get through my acrylic stash and I start using my wool yarn, I can put those items on there and say, this item is made of wool, it's super wash, so it can go in home appliances, or, you know, this item is made of mixed fibers, only like hand wash and dry. That way people know right off the bat, like, okay, I'm buying something that needs special care, or I know something like this can be washed in the dryer, you know, that type of thing. I'm also kind of confusing myself a little bit, because there's something on here that says variants, and it says add options like color and size. I think that's gonna come into more play when I do like the custom listings. Oh, but I think for now I'm just gonna list each one, like even if it's the same pattern. Like I have a lot of these granny stitch because I kind of got hyper focused on them, and I also use them to destash, so I made quite a few. I think I'm not gonna put them as variants of the pattern. I'm gonna do it as single items, and that way, like you can see here, they'll show up as separate listings, as opposed to like the scrunchies, which took forever to list because I put 25 options on there, including a mystery option. That took a while because I had to put all the colors, I had to pick, and I appreciate this because I would want this when I'm visiting a website too, but I had to pick like a hex code for each color and put how many were in stock and all that. But yeah, I think that's more like the options, the variants, rather than like, this is the black and white variant of this pattern, you know? Okay, wait, so this is funny. I just went to add like the color listing to like the item on the website, and I've noticed that all the colors that I put in as custom for the scrunchies you can choose from for the other items. So I guess that's nice because, for example, if you're using like a multicolor yarn and it's called like rainbow sprinkles, you can make like a hat and say that its color is rainbow sprinkles, and then make a cardigan of the same yarn and say its color is rainbow sprinkles. I actually really like that. I didn't realize that was possible. But yes, that one is now ready, and let's do a little time lapse while I watch Dan and Phil games, because I'm still basking in the hard launch. Well, that did not last very long. I realized that a couple of these cardigans I made as like last minute additions for when I had like markets, and they're not actually on Depop yet. So I'm gonna take a break from doing the granny ones. I want to see which of these items are listed and maybe do them next. But for now, I need to go pick up my partner from the airport, because he actually went to Salem for Halloween, and not because he wanted to do like a witch trial historical thing. He wanted to recreate Hubie Halloween. So yeah, here's some pictures of that if he lets me put them in the video. So yeah, these were the pictures that he sent me. I will admit that I have not seen this movie. Apparently it's like an Adam Sandler movie, and my husband really likes like comedy movies and stuff. So if these are fun for you to see, then you're welcome. I really don't know what's going on with them, but he had a great time. He also went to like a little art museum, and he got some really cute pictures with his friends, but for their privacy, I'm just not going to post faces. But yeah, I'm going to go get him, and then I'm going to continue doing this. I also realized I should probably be unlisting the items off of Depop as I upload them onto the new store, just so I know once my store on Depop is empty, I have to take all new pictures. So I'm going to do that as well. Alright, so it's the next day. These are the first words I've spoken aloud except to my cats. And I, as you can see, haven't done everything like I naively hoped to. Not everything is uploaded. So basically I have 3 bins over there for different categories of items, excuse me, plus a suitcase for hanging items like tops and sweaters. Let's see if I can get this lighting a little bit better. But yeah, basically a lot of my hats and scarves are not on there yet, and I do have a bunch of plushies in this bag that I specifically made ahead of time for an in-person market, and they're just not on there yet. So I think what I'm gonna do is use my daylight and do a bunch of pictures and make sure there's a picture of everything. That way, even if I don't list them all today, they're all like ready to be listed. I do also have an update where I went ahead and made the website live just so people could like check it for me and see if things look the way I want them to. There is like a test view in the like interface on Shopify, but I don't know, it just wasn't feeling like I wanted to see the real thing. So I made it live. I sent it out to my Facebook friends. I was like, hey, anyone can check this out if you want. I sent it to a couple other friends on Discord, and they were like, oh, it looks so cool. So now I'm kind of just finishing filling it out. I added my social media links and little blurb at the bottom to be kind of like, here's about me and like the company, and it looks really good so far. So I'm actually going to show you that right now. And then hopefully I'll have pictures of these things by the end of the day. My ideal would be to have everything listed by the end of today, But if that's not possible, I at least want to have those other containers full and ready to put back in the closet, so that the things that aren't uploaded, I'm basically just doing a like 3-step process where I'm like, pick an item, take the picture, put it in a bucket that means it has a picture, and then later, once I upload the picture and actually list it, I'm going to take it out of that bucket, put it into another bucket, so I know that it's on the website. Yeah. The depop is getting really sparse. I think the only things left on there right now are a bunch of these Centro hats that I made, which I might go ahead and just like unlist everything now, or put the shop in vacation mode. But some of these are like newer, they're not on there. And yeah, that's basically it. It's just been a lot of finding an item, listing it, throwing it in a different bucket. But now I have to take pictures, so I'm gonna set up a little outdoor area so I can get the nice lighting, and we'll do that. So here's my little setup outside. I put the lid of one of my bins on the table just to keep my fabric clean. I put a piece of fabric down. I have a bin to put things once I take their picture, and then the bag of bandanas, because I am not immune to propaganda, and when Passionate Kelsey makes bandanas, it makes me want to make bandanas. And they're also really good to use up cotton scraps. So I'm going to take pictures of these first, and then I think I'm going to move on to hats, and then scarves, and then plushies, and that should be everything. Well, that took 5,000 years. It's been literally 3.5 hours since I started taking pictures, and my phone ended up dying. So I had to plug it in and wait for it to charge to continue. And then that happened again. Thankfully, the last time that happened, I only had like 4 more things to take pictures of. So I just waited till it got to like 20%, and then I went and took pictures of them. So now I just have to do a bunch of uploading. I can officially put all the stuff away. The only things I'm leaving out are the cats fighting and a couple of the pride hats, because I have multiples of them. Most of the stuff is just a one-off, so I know I can like put it away, but the stuff I have more than one of, I'm gonna leave out for now. Probably upload them first and then put them in the bucket to put away. But yes, I'm very much looking forward to having my living room back, because it's been full of stuff for a day and a half. And I just cleaned my house, so I don't want stuff all over it. Hey y'all, so I finished up uploading things about a week from when I'm recording this clip. I actually ended up, like I said, listen, I put you in the frame because you're cute, and now you're gonna leave. Okay, anyways. I finished uploading things. Basically, I took all the pictures. Once everything had a picture, I put everything back in my storage closet, which is over there, which is a very big Tetris situation. So I'm glad to have everything back where it goes. And then over the next few days after taking all the pictures, I ended up just like putting them on piecemeal. So the website was still live, but I was just uploading new items. And thankfully, unthankfully, there weren't any sales between them, so it wasn't like I was like, I don't know, I have this feeling where like if someone was on there and they were looking for a specific thing, but then they saw something else, maybe they would get that too. I don't know. So I might have missed out on a sale if I had made a sale, but I didn't, so I didn't. I did update my YouTube description as soon as my site was live, so my last 2 videos, I think, have the new link, and now I need to order new business cards because the ones I have depop on them. I think they also have my email on there, so if someone goes on Depop, I'll probably just upload a like item listing that says like, hey, I've moved to this website. but the Depop overlords probably won't like that, so I don't know if they're gonna let me leave it up, but I'll try to do that. Basically, I would just, when I was having some downtime, instead of trying to get all of it done in one day, because, you know, I'm not passionate, Kelsey, I don't have everybody like at my throat to buy all my things, I would just upload like maybe 5 at a time, go take a break, and then like as I'm watching a movie or TV or something, upload some. I uploaded some during my lunch break at work one day. Actually got a lot done then because it was actually more like mentally stimulating to upload pictures and type out like descriptions than it was to do the work that I had that day, so I got a nice little break. But yeah, this is my announcement. The site is live, and if you need Christmas presents or birthday presents or something for yourself because you did an amazing job and survived another year, I have stuff for you. I also have like variations listed. I know I talked before about how the variation seemed like a fun feature. I learned that the custom colors that I had input are actually part of something called a metadata field, and apparently, I'm not a computer person, but that means that within my own website I can always access that, and that can be something people use to search the website. So if I put that, like, I have a scrunchie made with cookies and cream yarn, which I do, if I make anything else with that yarn, like if I make a plushie with cookies and cream yarn, I can put that that's the color, and then people can search cookies and cream in the search bar and it'll show all the items made with that color. So that's really fun and a great feature. I also found that having the variations was helpful because, for example, my Centro hats, when I do the Pride hats with the big twist yarn, which I don't have on me right this second, it's across the room and I'm not getting up, but like say I made a hat with a Buy Pride colorway, I don't make the entire hat out of that yarn because when I got it, we thought it was going to be discontinued. Now it is available at Hirschner's, so yippee. But I made basically half the hat with the Buy Pride colorway and the other half with another color. So maybe the inside is pink or the inside is blue to go with the Buy Pride colors. So the variation feature came in handy for that because I can basically say I have 2 Buy Pride hats in stock, but one is a blue variation and one is a pink variation, and you can assign a picture so that the person knows that, like, okay, if I order pink variation, this is the exact hat that I'm getting and it has the pink brim versus the blue brim. Anyways, so yes, that's all I have for this video. It went a little bit long. Hopefully it was helpful for anyone looking to, you know, maybe move to Shopify or you know, just make a big decision you've been meaning to make. I know it's really difficult, but in the end I am pretty happy with my decision. I think I got like the first 3 months for $1 each because of the promotion, but as long as I'm able to maintain, I think it was, let me see, it was, I think it's like $40 a month. So if I sell like 2 of my larger items like hats, that basically pays for itself, and I think it's much better, at least for me in this point in my, you know, career selling my crochet stuff. I want it to be more professional than just, hey, go to this clothing resale app and buy this thing. And I think I'll also avoid some like unnecessary messages, because there were some products that I would put out that people would just comment and like message me like, oh my gosh, where's your shirt from? Or who made your fursuit? And I'm like, listen, I love that. If you had messaged me that on Bluesky, I would totally reply, but this is my like actual shop freight, like what is it called? Storefront. I don't want to talk about who made my fursuit when I'm selling an accessory for a fursuit and the suit is only there to show you that like that's how you use it. Anyways, in other news, if you are a furry, you're going to MFF this year, I will be there as Feral Candy with my friend Kyle. And I'm hoping to do some more videos relating to furries and MFF specifically leading up to that. So subscribe and turn on the notification bell, and hype, because that's a new thing for YouTube now. You can hype the video. Oh, Sammy's running over. Do you want to say hello? he escaped. But yes, you can hype the video to get me some more traction, help support my small business. If you want to make a small donation in lieu of buying something, you can do that in the description below. And I recently got a donation from my friend Penny. Thank you so much, Penny. I'm just gonna give you a little extra shout out. And I'm also gonna give a shout out to my one and only channel member, which is my mom, Faye. Thank you, Mom, for supporting me and everyone else. You can choose to join the member section of my YouTube as well. You'll get behind the scenes posts and a fun little badge next to your name of a little cat heart yarn ball that I amalgamated. But yeah, that's all I have for today. I'll see you next time. Bye.